Hey, look, you need to be applying for jobs even if you have a job. I don't care how long you've been there. I don't care if you feel obligated to the company or I don't care. I don't care if you feel like you have a good job that you like. I don't care. In 2024, nothing is safe. No job is safe. You could wake up tomorrow in your company and they tell you that, hey, man, we got to let you go for this or for that. So even if you have a job, you need to be applying for other jobs. You need to have an updated resume and you need to have it out there in the universe, pushing it out in internet land and applying for other jobs. You might say, oh, well, I got this job and I don't think I can find anything better. So to find a better job, this is what you need to do. You need to sit down and figure out your base survival rate. That's what I like to call it, your base survival rate. This is how much it costs for me to physically reside on planet Earth. Now, if you have a family, you need to include them in that as well. Your wife, your kids, the food, the whole deal. This is not Applebee's. This is not Netflix and Hulu Plus. This is or PlayStation Plus. This is not freaking none of that crap. It's not cigarettes and alcohol, clubs and bars. It's not fast food or gas station runs. This is straight. What does it cost to keep a roof over my head, the lights on, the heat on? What does it cost? Survival. Lights, water, gas, rent. Maybe not even. I hope you don't even have a car payment. Most people do. I don't, but most people do. Lights, water, gas. What does it cost for me to live on planet Earth? What does it cost for me and my family to reside on planet Earth? So let's say that your base survival rate is $36,000. That's $18 an hour. So if you've watched any of my other videos, like I said, your income needs to be twice your age, so on and so on. Go check out some other stuff if you watched any of it. But let's say your base survival rate is $36,000 a year. That's what you need to be making. That is $18 an hour. You don't even need to be looking at anything less than that. There's no point in it because now I'm in the negative. I've spent my time. So let's say that it cost me $36,000 a year to live. That's bare necessities. That's rent, lights, water, gas, and food. Let's say it costs me $36,000 a year to live. I do not need to be looking at jobs paying $12, $13, $14 an hour, period. 14, 15, let's say I take a job that's $14 an hour. That's $28,000 a year. The way you figure out the yearly salary is by whatever your hourly rate is, you times it by 2. $14 an hour is $28,000 a year. That leaves me $8,000 in the negative, and I've wasted all day here. Because there are people that will tell you, get any job, any job. No, it's not. That's so wasteful of your time, your energy, your money, energy, attention, and time, your meat. That is so freaking wasteful of that. You go take any job. Okay, so I take this job, $14 an hour. I make $28,000 a year before taxes. That's not after taxes, that's before. So after taxes, I'm only bringing in about 23 a year. It costs me $36,000 to live, so I'm $13,000 negative, and I've spent all my time, which to me is a double negative. So now I need to get 2 jobs, at least paying $14 an hour. That brings me up to $56,000 a year before taxes. After taxes, that's going to bring me down to about 49. So yeah, I'm ahead, but I've just pulled a 16-hour shift every day, 5 days a week at minimum. And I make 49 a year, $13,000 to play with. That leaves me roughly $1,000 a month to enjoy my life. I know that's sad, and I know some of you are going through this. That's why I'm trying to make this video and be honest. So bear with me. If you made it this far, hit the like button because I'm getting ready to dig deep. So what you need to do to find a better job, and I don't want to hear anything about morals or any of that shit. I don't want to hear, because these companies, these governments, they have no morals. They don't care. When you're working your ass off and they're inflating the currencies, they're giving all the money away, they're raising taxes. They don't care. So neither should you. This is how you find a better job. 1, you need to self-educate. Don't be a geek off the street. You need to self-educate. Do not be a geek off the street. You need to go to Books A Million, whatever field you're in, and you need to start studying and researching that. You need to self-educate yourself. You need to go and you need to start studying whatever. If you've been working at freaking Amazon for 2 or 3 years, and you're a team leader and they don't want to promote you and they're not giving you the proper pay raises, then you need to go ahead and apply for UPS. And instead of applying for UPS saying that you're, a team leader at Amazon, you're now a manager. You've done all your due diligence. You've sat down at Amazon. You've paid attention to what your management does, to what your supervisors do. You've been self-educating. You've learned the computer programs and had all your marketing skills updated. So now you have marketable skills. Amazon just has no room to make you a floor manager or whatever that hierarchy level position is. They have no room to make you that. So it's time for me to leave here. Don't leave until you've secured another position, but it's time for me to leave here. I'm now applying for UPS or FedEx as a manager. I was a manager at Amazon, and they're going to ask you at UPS, why are you leaving Amazon? They have no growth potential. I want to come over here because I saw you were looking to have management positions, and I think I can grow with this company. I've been in this field for 3 years, and I want to stay in it. UPS is going to love it. FedEx is going to love it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If I'm confusing anybody, leave it in the comments below. I'll make another video and try and revert back around to this and word it a different way. But we're going to go over that one more time. Let me think of something else. Let's say that I'm at Walmart and I'm a floor. Let's say that I don't know these terminologies at these places, but let's just say that I'm at Walmart and I am just, I don't know their hierarchy, so that's what confuses me. That I am whatever the manager over freaking CDs or something, whatever it is. Let's say that I'm at Walmart and I am some kind of team lead and I want to get into management and I want to move up and climb the ladder, but Walmart has no room for me. Well, what do I know? I know shipping, I know receiving, I know handling, right? I can operate forklifts. I can do these things. I know all of these things. I put all that stuff on my resume and I was a manager at Walmart. This is not lying because I did my due diligence. I did my homework. I self-educated. I prepared myself mentally for where I was going. I paid attention to the managers at Walmart. I understand the paperwork. I understand the processes that they go through. I understand timesheets and spreadsheets, and I'm paying attention to this stuff. I've sat down online. I've taken all the freaking finance classes I could take for free. I've taken all the business classes I could take for free. I've been consuming great content. I've been reading great content. I've been following great people, diving deep into information. I'm ready. Then now you're a manager. Okay? Stop letting these companies lie to you. Stop letting if you don't need college. I went to college for 3 years and it was 3 years of my life wasted. When I went to college, they would hand me a book and then ask me to write an essay. About every chapter, they'd ask a paper. Not every chapter, but about every 3 to 4 chapters, they'd ask for a paper. Anybody been to college? Let me know what they did to you. Tell me if I'm lying. When you go to college, they hand you a book and they say, read chapters 1 through 4. You read them and then they ask you to write your paper on it. And that way they know you read it. So you write them, 200 words or 300 words on whatever chapters. And there you go. And you keep doing that for a whole semester. And it's like, I'm paying you $1,200 a semester for this one class and take 4 classes at a time. It's like I'm paying you $5,000. I went to a community college. $5,000-$6,000 for this just to read books and write papers. Garbage. I don't know what Ivy League schools do. I imagine about the same, just on a higher scale, but garbage. Waste of time. I learned more from Books A Million, self-education, consuming great content on YouTube from credible people. I do not mess with the Meet Kevins and all them. Those people are not credible people, okay? I steer clear of that garbage. I want credible people that have really been in the trenches and really did it. I steer clear of the freaking guys that jump on here with purple hair and green hair and all the BS. That's garbage, okay? I stay away from that stuff. They don't know diddly shit. I'm just being honest. They give you regurgitated information from people that really did it, and I don't want to hear that. So let's go back, okay? You need to be applying for jobs while you have a job, keeping an updated resume. If I'm a team lead at Amazon or Walmart or where, I don't care if I'm a team lead at McDonald's. I don't care. I don't care what I am. I'm trying to get to the next level, and the company I'm at does not have a position, or they don't want to give me the position, because I've seen that. Then I'm applying for the next company in the same field at that position. You understand? If I'm ready to be a manager, but they don't have a management position, I'm applying for the next company as a manager. I was a manager at Amazon. I don't care if I was paid as a team lead. I was a manager because I did the work. I put in the work to be there. I deserve to be there. Because if you go apply at UPS and say, I was a team lead at Amazon, UPS is going to try and hire you as a team lead for UPS. Now, again, this is not lying because you did the work. So I don't want to hear that crap. These companies just have no room for it. And that's all they're going to do. You guys, you've been around the block enough, especially you older people. You know I'm not lying to you younger guys on here, man. I'm not lying to you. Please listen to what I'm telling you. Do the self-help work and get ready to apply for the position that you want because you deserve it. If you've done the work, you deserve it. And don't let anybody tell you any different. When I apply for jobs, I go ahead and tell them I have a bachelor's degree. I don't have one, but I'm self-taught. I have an MBA, to be honest with you. I have a master's of business. I'm self-taught, and I really mean that. I mean that. I've sat down. I'm ahead of the game because I will sit down and teach myself accounting. I will sit down and teach myself stocks. I will sit down and teach myself real estate. I'm ahead of the game. If you have that kind of drive, you're ahead of the game, and there's nothing nobody can do. There's nothing. Nobody can stop me or take anything away from me because I teach myself. I'm not wasting thousands of dollars for somebody to sit there and tell me and ask me to write a paper on it. I'll write my own damn paper for myself. And that's how you should be. And that's the way you need to be. You can't tell me that a college degree from 1993 still holds weight today. How? Microsoft Office was not even out. Microsoft Excel 2024 is 1,000% different. The computers, the technology is completely different. So when people tell me that they got a degree in 2002, it serves no purpose today. Unless your degree is in fine art or maybe history or museum art or some shit, it serves no purpose. You can't tell me you got a bachelor's degree in business from 1995 and it holds weight today. The computer programs, the things that are out now, they're just so far the difference. It's huge. It's crazy. So for anybody thinking of going to college, I wouldn't waste my time unless you want to. We're not going to talk about college too deep, but unless you 1,000% know what you're going to school for and you're using that as a base foundation to get you to the next level, I get it. You know, if you want to be a doctor or lawyer, so on and so on, we'll make a video about that later. But right now, you need to just focus on getting yourself into a higher paying job. So if I know that my base survival rate is $36,000 a year, I can't look at anything less than $18 an hour. And I'm just surviving at that because taxes are going to get me. So I got to even work overtime with that. Hopefully they offer it. So really at $36,000 a year, I'm going to be looking for $20 an hour jobs. That way, at least with taxes, I break even if I only get 40 hours a week. Now, hopefully you find a job that's going to allow you to have all the overtime you want. I have a job like that. I can get as much overtime as I can handle. I can do 60-hour weeks. Hopefully you can find something like that to offset the difference. Another thing that's important, and I'll tell you, and this is what I tell my son, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I know what I don't want to be. I know what I won't do. And I think that's just as important as knowing your base survival rate. Knowing what you won't do for money. I will not go out here and I'm not going to dig holes. I'm not going to work on cars. I'm not pushing wheelbarrows of concrete. I've done that stuff back in the day when I was younger. I had no problem with it then. I'm too old for it now. My body can't do it. My back can't do it. I'm not going to be one of those guys 50 years old out here pushing wheelbarrows and doing those things. I just can't do that. It's not in me, not anymore. I don't have it. So you need to know what you won't do. If you don't like getting dirty, if you like to keep clean nails, wear clean clothes, not really be out in the heat and the elements, then you probably need to apply for retail. You need to apply for car lots, things of that nature. You need to get into sales. You need some computer-based jobs, so on and so on. That's pretty self-explanatory, but a lot of people don't. They find themselves in a desperate survival state, and they just start applying for things. I'll work at 40 years old. I'll work at that fence company. It's a waste of time. That fence company is going to pay you $15 an hour. It costs you $40,000 a year to live. It's a waste of time. You're not going to make it. You've spent all your time now at the fence company. You're still $10,000 in the negative. You're dog tired and your day's gone. It's a waste. I hope I'm making sense. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This type of work is not beneath me. I've already done it, and it's not going to get me anywhere. I'm not going back that way. I've been there before. No point turning around. So I know my base survival rate. You guys have figured that out. We got an updated resume. We're actively applying for jobs. Just because you like your job, you think your boss is cool, you still need to be applying for other jobs while you have a job. Do not sit stagnant on this. I would drop my resume out at least once or twice a month. I still do. I haven't really had to apply because I'm in a field I'm in a very tight niche. So with the things like electric and gas, if I lost my job with my company, another one will pick me up. I'm talking about the next day. It's like being a security guard. You feel me? If you lost your job at a security company, somebody else is looking for a security guard. You'll be working within a week. And that's how my job is. So I'm pretty in a tight niche. But for you guys that don't have that, then you need to be actively applying. This is things that I used to do. And I would apply for jobs even when I had a job. And I'm always applying for jobs that are paying more or with the potential to make more. I will not take a job for the title without the pay. And you do not need to do that either. So if your company's trying to say move you up to say a floor manager, but they don't want to pay you for it, no. Not at all. Now, you can pay me without moving me. If your company doesn't have a position for you, let's say you're making $18 an hour and they want to give you $20 an hour, but they got nowhere for you to go, cool. Pay me. That's fine. It's all about the money anyway. I don't care about the title. It's all about the money. So pay me. Feel free to pay me. But you need to be applying for jobs even if you already have one. Self-education is very important. Update your computer skills. Get online, start learning. There's so many free Excel programs out there. Learn Microsoft Excel. If you expect me to come to your company and do Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, spreadsheets, all those things, minimum $20 an hour. I'm not touching Excel for less than $20 an hour. I'm just not. Anybody that's done Excel, you know what I mean. Anybody that messes with spreadsheets, Excel, has to make PowerPoints, I'm not touching it. It's not hard. I mean, it can be. It'll drain your brain, but I'm not touching it for less than $20 an hour. Excel alone is a $20 an hour craft. It's a $20 an hour. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Leave it in the comments below. What is Excel? It's a $20 an hour skill. There you go. Knowing how to do Excel, PowerPoint, spreadsheets, things like that, Microsoft Office is a $20 an hour skill within itself. Sitting at a desk doing nothing else but that for $20 an hour. Yes, I will. I hope this helps. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Smash that like button. There are plenty of things you can do without school to get yourself to the next level. I'm going to reiterate one last time for those that just kind of popped on or however, but I'm going to reiterate one last time. Okay? You need to know what you won't do for money. Very important. That's self-explanatory. If you're not going to push wheelbarrows and shit, don't even apply for them. You need to know your base survival rate. How much does it cost for you or you and your family to live on planet Earth? How much does that cost? 30 grand a year, 50 grand a year? Because there's no point in taking a job that's not going to pay you the minimum it costs for you to survive. Okay? Keep your resume updated and be applying for jobs, even if you have a job that you like. Keep your resume updated and be applying for jobs, even if you have a job that you like. If your company does not want to promote you or give you a raise, then you need to start applying for the next company at the next position. Now, this is you doing your homework and doing your due diligence. I'm a team lead at Amazon. I'm paying attention to my supervisors. I'm learning what they do. I'm self-educating myself. I'm learning all my Microsoft applications. I am ready to move into management. They do not have any positions for me and do not want to give me a raise at Amazon. I'm going to UPS. But when I apply for UPS, I'm not putting down on my resume, I was a team lead at Amazon. My resume will say I was a manager at Amazon. Because if you say I was a team lead at Amazon, UPS will want to hire you as a team lead at UPS. If you say I was a manager, then they will look at you for management. I hope that's making sense. I cannot be any clearer on that. Do not feel like you are not qualified. Most of the people in the positions that they have are not qualified and were not qualified until they got them and got trained in that position. You got to take charge of your own life. You really have to create a ULLC. You have to become the CEO of your own life. These companies, these people do not care about you. And for anybody that wants to jump in the comments and say this is immoral and all this bull crap, no. Inflating the currency is immoral. Raising taxes is immoral. Leaving people with nothing but work is immoral. People go to work all day long just to come home to nothing. Stop playing the game on their terms. Learn to play this game on yours. Self-educate. Become who you want to be. I can't be any more clear than that. Become the person that you want to be. Sit down and visualize what you want your life to look like and start becoming it. I can't be any more clearer than that. If you guys got any questions, anything, leave it in the comments below. If you got anything out of this video, make sure you smash that like button for me. All right. Cost you nothing, means the world to me. It just pushes me through the algorithm and other people, man. Anyways, you guys have a great night. Feel free to ask me anything. I'll do the best I can to answer them and get back to you as fast as I can. All right. You guys have a great night. Take care.